What's up, guys? Christian Williams here from the Debbie Royale, and we are into our second NFL draft stock check. We've done this now. This is the second week. This is for college football week 11. This is a video that I'm going to do every week. So every Tuesday night, this will drop. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notifications to make sure you get on this video first. And always, drop a comment. Tell me who you think their stock's up, their stock's down. Maybe I'll talk about them next week. Just drop a comment and I'll be sure to read those. Let's get into it. So the 6 players this week, this is 6 players in about 6 minutes. So Cam Ward, quarterback from Washington State, Zach Evans, running back Ole Miss, Miles Murphy, edge Clemson. Those are my stock downs. And then my stock ups this week, Quindell Johnson, safety from Memphis, Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback from Washington, and the wide receiver from Arizona, Jacob Cowing. So let's get into it. First one, stock down, Cameron Ward, the quarterback from Washington State. In week 11 versus Arizona State, he was 22 of 37 for 219 yards and a touchdown, but he averaged less than 6 yards per attempt for the second week in a row. A lot of what he has done for Washington State has been up and down, but the production hasn't really matched what the hype was coming in. I think he's going to end up back in school next year. And so I would say that would be harmful to his draft stock if he gets a grade that doesn't warrant him coming out. Overall, I think you're happy with his first year in a new system, and you hope that he's one of those seniors that rises to the top next year. Next up, we have Zach Evans. Zach Evans, the running back from Ole Miss, in Week 11 versus Alabama. It was not good. 6 carries for 11 yards and a fumble. I think he needed a big performance to really solidify his spot inside day 2. Zach Evans has all the talent in the world, but something's going on. Something is going on. I'm a big Zach Evans fan. If you guys watch the Football Guys College Football Show, you know that. If you've listened to the Debbie Royale in the past, you know that as well. This is a kid that I think has more talent overall than Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs, the 2 guys that I think are firmly ranked ahead of him now. But these kinds of performances can't happen, and they've happened over the course of his career. But really, Quinshon Judkins has taken over that starting running back spot for Ole Miss, and it's made them a better football team. We need a bounce back performance from Zach Evans. I'm not even confident that he's going to be a day 2 draft pick at this point because it's tough. There's something going on there. There's something going on. Third one, Miles Murphy, edge from Clemson. Week 11 versus Louisville, 2 pressures and a missed tackle. That's it. He didn't have a good game whatsoever. And the thing that is bringing his stock down, in my opinion, is how badly he's been blown up in the run game over the last 3 weeks. Last week, so 3 weeks ago was Syracuse, last week was Notre Dame, and then this week against Louisville, he just really wasn't effective in the run game either. As a bigger edge rusher, he needs to be able to set the edge and help in the run game. That is something that NFL teams are going to want him to do. And the last 3 weeks have not been good film on that front. And so I think what we're looking at is maybe a flip from, this guy's solidified as a top 5 to 10 draft pick to maybe this guy's going to go in the top 20, but we really need to see it. And maybe we need to see some testing, which I think he's going to test pretty well. He's got a few weeks to correct it. I'm not completely out on Miles Murphy. I think he's a fantastic football player, but it's something to watch moving forward because I think that his stock is going to be down a little bit. Let's move over to the fun ones, the stock ups. So Quindell Johnson, safety from Memphis. Someone put me onto him. I think it was Nino in the comments on another video that last week. Good player. So week 11 versus Tulsa, 7 tackles, 2 catches allowed on 6 targets. He's been up and down in coverage this season, but overall he's grading really well. He's not allowing a ton of catches when the balls are thrown his way, but his true impact is as a box safety. His run fits are incredible. He is a good tackler. He's actually flashed brilliance in coverage as well. I think this kid's going to end up a top 100 player for me, and I think you're going to start to see, I think he's a good athlete, so I think you're going to start to see people on him moving forward. Next up, Michael Penix Jr. If you guys watch the Football Guys College Football Show, you know how much of a fan I am of him. Week 11 versus Oregon, 26 to 35, 74% completion for 408 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception, but it was off a deflection. He's put together a truly remarkable season. He looks like a day two quarterback at this point, and I think you can make a true argument that Michael Penix deserves to be a first rounder more than guys that have been talked about as first rounders. Hendon Hooker, I'd take Michael Penix. Will Levis, at this point, I'd take Michael Penix. So I think his stock has to be up. You have to discuss him as a riser, and I think that we're going to get there here over the last few weeks. Lastly, Jacob Cowing, the wide receiver from Arizona. Week 11 versus UCLA, 9 catches on 9 targets for 118 yards and 3.19 yards per route run. He's been up and down this year in terms of efficiency, but he looks like an NFL slot receiver and an impactful one to me. He's got aggressive hands. He attacks the football really well. I think that he's probably not going to be a day 2 draft pick, but I think that he could be an early day 3 draft pick that works his way onto a football field because all he's really done is produce. He has 74 catches already this year on over 100 targets. There's a reason people throw him the ball, right? So overall, that is it. So the sells, Cam Ward, Zach Evans, Miles Murphy, and the buys, Quindell Johnson, Michael Penix Jr., and Jacob Cowing. That'll do it for the NFL Draft Stock Check this week. We will be back next Tuesday. Again, if you see a player that you think should be on this list, drop a comment, let me know, and I'll try to get to him next week. Until then, thanks, guys.